Hi guys, my name is Tiffany and welcome back to another video. So in this video I thought I would do a review on the healthcare shoes from BALA. So thank you BALA for sending me these shoes, but of course this video is all going to be about my personal opinions on these shoes, and I want to give you guys an honest review of what I think of them. So I do want to test them out on the unit after a few shifts, and then afterwards I'm going to get back to you with my personal thoughts and opinions. So for now, let's just unbox it and do a first impression of what it looks like. But first of all, let's just take a look at the packaging. They actually put it in a bag that you can actually reuse, which I thought is super thoughtful of them. And so it comes in this bag that you can unzip like this. And I actually got these shoes in a 7. Typically I'm a 6.5 or 7 in shoes, but I got these in a 7. And it looks like this when you open it. So they actually gave me a few stickers that I can use, and there's also these ones as well, and then there's a card. Some care tips that they put on here as well is to wipe it down with the purple top Sani wipes, and try not to use high concentration bleach on them. And then also you can also put them in the washer. So the inside of it looks like this, and this is my first impression of these shoes. I actually haven't even opened this yet, so this is initially what it looks like, and already I'm pretty impressed. So typically with nursing shoes, I like to get things in black just because they're a lot more wearable and they're more long lasting. So I already like the design of the shoe. Out of all the shoes that I have that are healthcare shoes, these ones actually look like typical sneakers that you can wear on a day-to-day basis. So I like that I can actually use these at work as well as just wear them on a typical day. So I actually want to see if I can hike in these shoes or like go around on a day-to-day life and see if these also are something I can wear on a daily. So I want to test these out. So what's different about these shoes compared to other healthcare shoes that I've tried is that it actually is made of mesh. And one thing that they do claim on their website is that it's waterproof. So I can already feel that this mesh material is a lot different than other sneakers that I own. It's actually pretty water resistant feeling, and I do want to test these out in the unit to see if any water seeps through, because that's an issue that I have with mesh shoes, is that water still seeps through them, and that's why I do gravitate towards shoes that are like made of patent leather, and that way it's easy to wash and clean. So I do want to test these out to see if I can wipe these down with a Sani wipe, if the color is able to maintain, and if these are waterproof or not. But I really love the pop of color, the little bit of red. It says BALA in the front and 12s on the front as well, and the pop of red on the back. So I like that. And I do like there's also contrasting colors between the gray, the white, the black, and the red. So I overall already like how the shoe looks, because it looks like a normal everyday shoe. It doesn't look like a specific healthcare shoe that you can actually wear these out and about if you would like to. And so the inside of the shoe has this sole as well that you can also take out. And I like that this has a really big arch, and that way it's probably a lot more comfortable for those out there who has arches on their feet, that hopefully this is able to mold onto your feet. So this sole is a lot thinner than what I'm typically used to when it comes to healthcare shoes. So I really want to see how this is able to withstand wearing it on a unit for a very long time, because I do work 12-hour shifts. And so it's important to me to find shoes that are comfortable, that I can wear for long hours. And so I want to see how these are able to withstand, especially since they're pretty thin soles. So even though the soles are pretty thin, what I do notice with the shoe is that there's quite a thick platform. So hopefully this is able to absorb a lot of impact, especially if you're running around the unit a lot, and hopefully it makes it a lot more comfortable. So we're definitely going to see if that works, and I'm going to try that out on the unit. So overall, my first impression of the shoe is I like how it looks, and it's so visually appealing because I can wear this on an everyday basis. So I just want to read a few of the claims on their website to see whether or not the shoe matches their claim. So one thing that they do claim on their website is that these shoes are made for healthcare workers, and that they take personal opinions and input from actual nurses. So I do like that they actually listen to healthcare workers and make sure that their shoes fit the needs of healthcare workers. So one thing that they note on their website is that their shoe has this shift shield layer, which is this fluid resistant layer that is easy to clean and is protective. So I do want to test out this claim or not, because with other healthcare shoes that I've tried, usually they have this patent leather, but with this one, it has this durable mesh. So I want to see if fluid is able to go through it or not, and whether or not it's easy to clean. So another thing that they note on their website is that they have this arch brace, which I showed you on the sole of the shoe. It has this pretty thick arch, which I haven't seen in other shoes before. So hopefully for those out there that have pretty high arches in their feet, that this is hopefully comfortable for you, and I do want to test that out. Another main focus on their shoe that they state on their website is that they actually have this traction grip on the bottom of their shoe, which is very important for shoes because, of course, for healthcare workers, we're running around on the unit a lot, and usually the floors can be pretty slippery. So I want to also test to see whether or not this traction has some resistance and I can actually run on the unit without falling. And lastly, one thing that they know on their website as well is that they have this HRS cushioning, which is the supportive platform to absorb impact and energy. So what I do notice with this shoe that I haven't seen in other shoes is this pretty thick platform. Usually with other shoes, there's a pretty small platform and their soles tend to be a lot thicker. So I want to compare and see whether or not this one is more comfortable because of the thick platform. So overall, this shoe they claim to be designed by healthcare workers. They're fluid resistant, water resistant, and they have this mesh material that is able to clean easily. Their platform that they have here is supposed to be absorbent of shock, and that they're supposed to be able to withstand being on the unit for a while. So overall, this is just a first impression of the shoe. Of course, I want to be able to test this out in the unit for you guys and give you guys my personal thoughts and opinions after wearing them for a few shifts. So I do also want to test these out to see what they're like on a day-to-day basis, since they do look like pretty normal sneakers that you can wear on a day-to-day. So I want to see what it's like if I were to go out and about and maybe do a hike or so and see if these are comfortable or not. So I will get back to you guys with a final review. Stay tuned for that. Hey guys, so I thought I would just try on the shoes really quick before I head off to work. So I have the shoes here with me right now, and I'm typically a 6.5 or 7 depending on the shoe, but usually with sneakers I tend to size up to a 7. So I got these in a 7, and I thought I would just try them on for you guys just so you could see what it looks like on me. Here is the shoe. And I do have compression socks on right now that I got off of Amazon, which are pretty thin and they're not like typical compression socks, so I thought I would just let you guys know that. But yeah, this is the shoe. I'm gonna try them on right now and let's see the fit. And so far I would say that the shoes fit me pretty well. I could actually fit 2 fingers in the back of my foot here. So I like that they're a little bit loose, and that way if I want to wear thicker socks, I can. But yeah, I have my compression socks on right now from Amazon, and these are what the shoes look like on me. So yeah, I do want to test them out on the unit for you guys and let you guys know my final review and thoughts, so stay tuned for that. So guys, these are what the shoes look like on me. And I do have to say, I do like the fit. They are a little bit loose, but I don't mind that at all because it allows me to wear thicker compression socks if I want to. So there's about a thumb size amount of room left for my feet. But yeah, these are the shoes and what they look like on me. I'll let you guys know my final thoughts and opinions when I try them on for a few shifts. So guys, I'm currently at work right now testing out the BALAs, and honestly, I'm pretty impressed so far. It's the first half of my shift, and I want to say I really like it, that I don't have to actually break it in at all. Like, it's really comfortable to wear right out of the box. And what I really do like is that the arch of the shoe I can actually feel when I walk. And I do love the cushioning on the bottom as well. It's actually very, very comfortable. I do want to test out the waterproof aspect. And so I do have some saline right here. So let's test it out here. So with these ones, they are pretty waterproof. I don't feel it inside the shoe right now. Let's try to wipe it off right here. Paper towel. And as you can see, it looks like it's wet, but it's actually pretty dry on the inside. I don't feel it at all in the inside of the shoe. So I can definitely say it is pretty waterproof. And now I'm going to test it with some sandy wipes right here and see if I can wipe these shoes down. So it says that it's durable mesh, and one thing that I always look at with shoes is that if I can wipe them and if they're waterproof. So with these ones, I can say that they're able to be wiped down with a sandy wipe, and it's drying pretty nicely. Like, you can't even see the streaks with these shoes when I wipe them down with the sandy wipe. So there you go. That is the test of the ability to wipe it down with the sandy wipes. So I'm currently taking Momo out on a walk right now, testing out the BALAs. I want to try running in them. Momo likes running around. So let's see how durable they are. All right, you guys, so I'm going to give my final review of the BALAs that I have here with me. I have tested them out for 6 12-hour shifts, and I was also doing night shifts also as well, so I thought I would just put that out there. But I just wanted to let you guys know my final thoughts, and basically these are one of my favorite nursing shoes right now. I can definitely see myself wearing these on the unit every single day while I'm working. One of my favorite things about this shoe is actually the arch in the inside of the sole. It is super comfortable. It's actually a pretty high arch too, and I don't really have a high arch on my feet, but I just find it extremely comfortable standing, especially when I'm going around the unit during my 12-hour shift. And I do stand quite a lot, so I found it super comfortable to wear. It is pretty water resistant, as I showed you in one of the clips, and I do like the higher platform as well. It does absorb some shock. I did wear these out on a daily, and I was walking and running with my dog too, and they were still extremely comfortable to wear. One thing that I will mention though is that these shoes on their website was geared towards women, since there's a lot of male shoes out there that they just resize it for women. Their whole goal with BALA is to create shoes for women, and so I do notice it actually being pretty narrow. It fits me really, really well, but I can see for someone that has narrow feet that just try to see if it would work for you, because it fits me pretty well, and I do have pretty narrow feet already. So if you have wide feet, I would try to test them out to see if it would work. But yeah, I just do notice that with these, that they're pretty narrow in size, and they do gear towards women's feet, which is pretty narrow. So thought I would just mention that. But other than that, I love that I could wear it on a daily basis. I do love how comfortable they are. I did notice one thing too that I didn't know at the beginning was actually there's this tab right here that you can actually button to keep your shoelaces in place, which I thought was genius, because one thing I was going to mention is that when I do look at nursing shoes, I tend to get shoes that don't have laces because I don't like having to worry about tying them and getting them undone while I'm on the unit. So this is pretty cool because they have kept my shoelaces in place. I have not had to retie my shoe at all since I've been wearing these right when I opened the box. So that is one thing that I thought was a unique touch that they added to the shoe. Other than that, I really have no complaints. I definitely would highly recommend these for anyone out there who's working in healthcare. For those that stand a lot and run a lot, these are super comfortable to wear. So I hope you guys like this video, and please let me know down in the comments below what other nursing things you would like me to try, and I'll see you in my next one.